I can see it happening already. Okay, haven't even started yet. How you doing? Hi, it's Kim here, Kim Overholt. KimOverholt.com. Overholt Art and Entertainment. It's Tuesday. Wow, I started off the week pretty good, but I didn't get out here until just now. It's been busy. I've been busy. I've been working lots, and I've been getting the stuff done. Getting stuff done. I'm not just hanging out here at home all the time. Yeah, no. Now that we're allowed to go free and travel around, I try to get out as much as I possibly can. I mean, lockdown. We're still locked down. I'm getting out of my house. It's like I'm just getting out and around. You know what I mean? Like getting out in my backyard because it's nice out, and I won't be sticking around for too long because it's too nice outside today. I don't want to stick around for too long, but I just want to come and say hello and see how everything's doing and how you're keeping up and stuff like that. Let you know you're not alone out there. And I know some days you feel like you're all by yourself, but don't worry. There are people out there that are thinking about you. Well, or maybe not maybe thinking about you as much, but in the same boat. You know what I mean? We're all kind of like, oh, geez, what next? What next? Oh boy. Yeah. So it's going to be one of those kind of days, You wake up on a Monday and you're like, it's Tuesday. Yeah. Yeah. No, it's not. It's going to be one of those days where you just don't know what's going to happen next. But I'm glad you're here. Yeah. Welcome to my website. This is not my website, actually. My website is KimOverholt.com or Bing! I kind of sound like the guy from Groundhog Day. Bing! No, I'm kidding. Oh my God. And just so you know, no, I'm not naked, okay? Look, I got a tube top on today. I plan to get some sun, okay? I'll stand up so you can see it. It's really nice. I got a nice little tube top. I had this one from like years ago, and nice and decorative. I don't go anywhere, but I wear it for like just for being around and hanging around and stuff like that. And while I'm showing off some demonstrations and stuff like that, you want to, take a look at what I'm wearing. Usually, I mean, people don't pay attention. Well, I don't pay attention to what people wear. Usually people are like, oh, you gotta have the right shoes or you gotta have the right, like the song says, what's hip? I don't know what's hip. What could be hip today may be passe tomorrow. You never know. Like what I'm wearing now might be a little bit risky for some people who aren't sure about wearing stuff like this. But if you've never tried, if you're a man and want to wear it, that's your prerogative. But hey, if you're a woman and you've never worn like a nice little tube top or something, this is always lots of fun, and it really just like takes pressure off of your shoulders, or you don't have to wear. Sometimes you're too hot. You don't want to, like me with my hot flashes. Like me, I cut my head off. Let me talk to you. KimOverholt.com. Me with my hot flashes usually once in a while, and then that's another pain in my ass. But wearing a tube top, I'm like, oh, okay, you can relax, be nice, relaxed, calm. Yeah. So today. I have today and tomorrow off. So today I was going to make it a 2-day stretch of working on the mural. If you haven't been paying attention, I've been working on a mural for the last little while, and I may do some live shots from there. I can't record live there, but maybe on Facebook I can record live. But I will be like doing some more mural work there. And in the meantime, I'm here today doing a little bit of housekeeping. Yes, this is what I used to do in my previous life. I used to be a housekeeper. I used to clean up after fires. Well, when I started cleaning originally after cleaning up after fires. Well, I mean, I was terrible at cleaning my own place. It was but I've gotten better. But in my office is like Grand Central. Everything happens here. But mostly when I have a house, I keep a tidy house. And I used to clean up after fires. I used to do housekeeping. I used to clean up new houses. I'm pretty good at keeping things pretty tidy, if you will. And I try to keep my wardrobe as tidy as possible too. I don't look too dirty. I want to show that you're an artist. You may get paint on you. That's why you have something handy dandy like one of these. It's always good to have a nice apron, and I got this one when I was working for Michaels for Grumbacher, and when I was doing their acrylic course, gave me one of these, and they gave me all the paints that I can handle, and just said go. And I started painting, and they showed me how to paint anything. Oh, everything. So eventually, like, eventually, there we go. I paint like whatever you get. I can paint like little tiny things like this, or I can paint something huge like my. I have a Bob Marley. I've got oh gosh, I got other big paintings that I can't really put in front of you right now because they're too big, and they're on walls right now. We have a nice one of a sunset with the beach and stuff like that. I'm keeping them in my um, kitchen right now, actually, just to keep it, keep it nice, and it makes you feel like you're sitting there having a coffee and you're on the beach watching a nice sunrise, right? In Cuba, I'm thinking Cuba, because you used to be sipping coffee. Oh my God, I so miss Cuba. Oh, it was so much fun. I'd go it again in a heartbeat many times if I could. Dad, that was a great old time. One second, give me some. I just seen something over here. I gotta fix. Hold on. Oh goodness. Oh, and while I'm here, I'll grab my cards. It's been the last time I did a reading was actually kind of one I didn't do in front of you guys, and maybe I should have done it in front of you guys. It might have turned out a lot better. The reading I got was actually quite bad, and it said something about nightmare, death, but it wasn't really like I mean, everything can be bad. Everything's like a struggle, of course. We're always on our guard for everything, just trying to keep everything civilized and everything. But I have my cards with me today, and I thought maybe I feel like Griselda. Raquel Welch, eat your heart out. Ooh, yeah, there we go. So I was going to do a quick little demonstration of card reading for you today, and pick a card for the day. So if any of you are into doing any card reading or divination or anything like that, wild like that, you've always got like a little thing on hand because you wonder, how the day is going to go. And sometimes you have a feeling of how the day is going to go, but how much better to know how your day is going to go or what to avoid or what's going on, and to keep it in mind, at least in the back of your mind, right? Because we talk in front of here, but we're thinking way back here. Okay, so I'm going to give it a shuffle. And see what the card of the day will be today. See, I have a hard time grasping them like this because I have small hands, Carney folk smell like cabbage, Not that I say that I'm Carney folk, but I remember seeing a picture of my Nana with a woman who was smaller in stature, and I think she was a child at the time. This was from 18. Ooh. Well, and our card for the day, and I believe I will look up this one. I think it is courage, but I will look it up just to be on the safe side. You can see it's a fiery card. It's the wand card. Of course, there's fire involved with the wands. But let me give you a reading of what this means, okay? Oh, the importance of having books. Yes. Okay. So this is the one for the day. It's not a bad card. It's a good card. And let me see, 9 of Wands. Let me look that up for you. Or look at this, the discipline. Yes. As we all know, and I'm terrible for it. Yes, discipline. Discipline is one of those things where you kind of got to get yourself down to business kind of thing. Yes, it says you must gather and maintain strength and your reserve. Prepare to defend your position, even though it's unpopular with those you respect. You may have to bide your time, but you must stay faithful to your purpose. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? Apply technique of strictly military-like discipline to the development of your strength of will, character, and body, because the time of challenge approaches. Just remember that to temper your strength with knowledge, and that is to be used to meet any challenge. There you go. So, grant me the strength. Yes. Lord, grant me the strength. Oi. Yes, it's one of those days. So, yeah. Be strong. Have discipline. Get through your day. Do as you're supposed to. Now, I do a little thing where I look at the bottom. And there's the 5 of Wands, also a fiery card at the bottom. And it has 2 brothers that look like they're Let me see. We'll find out for sure. Five of Wands means competition. Yeah, friendly competition. There's nothing ever wrong with having a little bit of competition for sure. One brother. Oh gosh, man, I know this great vampire story, and it involves two brothers, and the mother of the two brothers are still alive and is still alive at the time this woman runs into these two brothers. But the mom, does she know? No, she doesn't realize is that her one son has become a vampire where the other one is not, and one has become more of a wilder where the other one isn't. And yeah, it's a really good story. Oh my god. Yeah, and it's all about rivalry too, because they both like the same girl that is the author of the story, I guess. Very cool story if you like vampire stories. I love vampire stories. I know so many of them, from Camilla all the way down to knowing about Elizabeth Bathory and her crazy pouring blood on her to get rid of her wrinkles. Oh my God! Like people. Oh jeez, craziness. There's craziness out there, and I apologize because I know it happens all over. It's crazy sometimes. It's crazy right now with the things that people have going on and the things that are not in your control. And unfortunately, that happens. But stay in control. Have your discipline, and yes, be very good about how your day will be progressing. So it is a very good card to have. Okay, so one more shuffle of the cards to put them back to normal. There we go. And because you know what, every artist needs to have a little bit of leeway to see which way to kind of go in the right direction, or things like that too. It always is good to keep in mind discipline for sure. Keep to the course, keep maintaining where you're going, keep forward, move. Always, like, the one thing I always asked when I worked at a retirement home, I always asked the ones that were the get-goers and the ones that did stuff. I said, "What's your secret?" And they say, "Don't stop moving." And it's important. You got to keep moving. Now I got my ankle right now is a little bit on the wacky side, so I have to keep off my feet today. And that's why I kind of postponed going back to the wall till tomorrow to do the mural. So yeah, so today is going to be more just concentrating on things around the house, puttering around, just getting outside of the house rather being in here, because I love being here. I love sharing stuff with you guys with art and everything. I might go paint or draw outside. I might grab my ukulele and play outside. I have stuff I have to do outside anyway. I tend to our garden. Oh, it's going to be a huge garden. I'm going to have plenty of vegetables. I'm going to see how much, we're going to see how much we can grow, and I'll have an abundance to maybe share with everybody, because I love to share. I love sharing with you. It's been great. KimOverholt.com if you want to hang out with me, or if you want to send me a message or anything like that. Or, click the button and subscribe, become maybe become number 30. And we can see where we can build from there. This is how I live. This is my studio. This is my creativeness. This is how I get people excited about doing stuff. And I was told the other day I say I got to go, but there's one more thing. Always one more thing, right? When I do face painting, there was always one more thing I had to add, and one more thing I have to add. So putting that aside, let me get back up again, and let me move over to my whiteboard. Okay. So I'm going to talk a little bit about animation and cartooning today. Yeah, it's a lot of fun to do. I do enjoy animation and cartoons. It's been one of my things that I've been doing ever since I can remember. Especially when I was young. I used to remember when I used to take all those art with my teachers and stuff like that. It's not exactly the same as doing it for yourself, but it gives you a kind of feel of what you want to do, right? So I'm going to just grab a few little markers and stuff like that here, and kind of try and see what I can give you before you go, because I love to give. And I don't think the pink marker works. I love to use pink, but pink, I don't think it works. Let me just check. It's being faded, so. faded. Can't really see it. No. Okay. I love pink. And I love all colors. You know, I don't call all colors, but I like when I can use a color without having to just wait. Oh, okay. So, hey, welcome to my board. Let me get a little bit light on the board here. Let me see a little bit better. Okay, yeah, sure. That helps. Okay, my board. Welcome to my board. Back to the drawing board is this. Sorry, I was just being. How's my hair? I recolored it today to kind of give it a little spruce up the red, you know. Yeah, and yeah, this is all natural. These curls are all natural. Yeah, I know. Drives me crazy. But anyways, okay. I did the story one time about a person. Let's see. Draw this person. Here. And they had, okay. They had this hair. That was kind of. Do you like that sound? Alright, so here. All right. Kind of tired. Because you know why? Because their hair had a mind of its own, and it was like you keep them up for days talking. So this is one of the stories that I wrote about the guy. So there's this guy. I think his name's Bob, and had hair that could talk. There we go. And it would talk all day long about all kinds of stuff. La la la. And of course it would bother them. Of course. What would you like to hear your hair talking to you all the time? No, probably not. Curl me, right? No. Well, I wouldn't say that. I would say straighten me out. Okay, but anyways. All right, so you got this. Talking hair. Talking hair almost sounds like talking heads. Oh, okay. Anyways, so. Live cartooning just for you. Okay, here's a story for you. So this guy's name is Bob, and he got the hair that talks. Da la 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 la. He was lonely, anyways. I'm sure. So Bob didn't really mind having his hair that talked because it gave him something to had somebody to talk to. Well, I don't know if he could actually talk back to it. I don't know. I can't remember in the story if he actually talks back to the hair or not. Big baggy eyes. I haven't slept for days because the hair keeps talking. He tries to be happy about it, but those pursed lips. He doesn't know if he's happy or if he's having a stroke. But it wasn't bad because there was other things that were going on with Bob. I used to have a guy that thought he was Bruce Lee. The ghost of Bruce Lee had gotten into his body. It was kind of funny. Was it a guy? I can't remember. Anyways, but not only that, there was a okay. So Bob wears shorts. Oh, wrong way. Let's just get rid of that. Get rid of that. All right. So Bob wears shorts because not only does he have talking hair, but he's got talking knees too. that bite. Do you like that sound? Uh, what I used to dig was when I used to watch. I used to read Mad magazines, and I used to love this guy. His name was Don Martin. Don Martin, and he used to make feet, and I loved the way he made feet, where he'd make them kind of like this, like big old stumpy looking feet, and then had the other foot that had the something there. The toes always curled up, which was hilarious, like clown shoes, you know, clown shoes. There we go. So, so you'd be walking along. Yeah. So I'd be walking along, and I think it was a nuclear winter that time. So, nuclear winter was happening, and his niece were talking to him. Well, actually, they weren't talking to him. They wanted to eat something. And I think at one point, uh, I think he lost his dog or something. The story goes something like that. He lost a dog along the way. The dog was down here. The dog went into the knee and never came back. Something like that. So yeah, he's not a very happy camper with the hair that talked all the time. I forget what happened. He ended up something inside him started talking. I think blew out his brain. I don't know. I can't remember. It's been a while. I can't remember the story. As soon as I find the story again, I'll let you know because it was pretty interesting. Like parts of his body, and sometimes you feel like that. I know. Sometimes I feel like that. Like part of my body's kind of like I'm not listening to you anymore. I'm just gonna go and start doing whatever I want. And yeah, so this guy's body just decided it would just go and do whatever. Hey, look at he doesn't have any limbs yet. Well, let me see. I'll make some arms for him. Okay, make some arms. Big forearms because we have to climb a lot because these humongous feet of his. These trees for trees for knees. Okay, come here. I don't know why he's holding a stick. I have no idea. Does he like to eat spinach? I don't know. Maybe he does because maybe he's a cousin of. I can't wait. No, I won't do that. Where's my eraser? I'm trying to be proper here. Nichols use your eraser. And mine would okay. Let me just erase that. See, when you made on the spot, you can do all kinds of stuff. So the talking hair, the biting knees. I forget what happened. Actually, yeah, he died. But the knees survived. The knees survived somehow. I don't know. They were found like crawling along with bits of like I think his pant leg still kind of hanging off of them. What happened? Yeah, what happened to him? Yeah, he exploded or something. I can't remember. He would do that. Everything's good as far as I know. Anyways, yeah. So ideas for doing it could be a drumstick. He's hoping it could be like a drummer. This is the drumstick. And see that. And then, see, this is why you're always like, you can always think of ideas. You can make a drum in there. Maybe he's got steel drums. Yeah, for a living, he plays steel drums. I didn't even think that this is just making it up off the top of my head. Okay. My marker's already running out. Oh! Nothing worse than the sound of squeaky markers. I say. Whoop, whoop. Okay. So he's playing a steel drum. Trinidadian man. We're going to put the colors in black, green, and yellow. Ooh. There you go. Beware, kids, of this guy. If he's playing steel drum and he's coming near you, I mean, got knees that'll bite you. Oh my God. But like, okay, so yeah, the nuclear winter happened. He lost his, and he died. Maybe he got cancer. Maybe he metastasized. Maybe the hair metastasized and left him or something. I can't remember. God, it was so long ago. Anyways, this is just continuing the character. So he's like kind of drumming. He goes to the beat of his own drum, I guess. All right. Anyways. So that was one idea. Yeah, that was one of the ideas that I had for coming up with a character design. Another cute one that I have is just like you use something that's common around, like, you have your own pet at home and the silly things that your pet does. So you could have, like my. What? It makes it look more like a Yorkie. It looks more like a cat right now. Or a Yorkie. There we go. Okay. See, I have a common thing. I always make the neck and then I make little. You don't do that. Let me change markers because now this one's starting to run out too thin. I have to go a little bit thicker. La 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 la. Okay. Switch to blue. This is the nice blue. Okay, good. This is the nice blue. And can you see it okay? Maybe we should go with the dark blue. I have a dark blue over here. Darker blue, maybe. Be the key. Or green. Let's see. Oh, we got orange, but orange isn't very bright. Well, orange is bright, but not bright enough to. Okay, let's try this dark blue. Dark blue. Going for, yeah. Hopefully that dark blue. Dark blue. Dark, go. Did I mention I also used to do calligraphy too? Yeah. Okay. Anyways, yeah. Calligraphy is another fun thing to do if you like to just contemplate how letters are made. Some people have a great penmanship, and some things are kind of cool to learn how to do it. And learning how to do calligraphy is a really great thing too, especially when you can do something like these. Kind of makes it fancy schmancy, but neither here nor there. That's for another day. That's for another day. Okay, let me erase that for you. Okay. So summertime, almost on the way. I'm gonna have myself a wonderful day. Okay. So yes. So yeah, the character building, right? So to give you an idea, yes. So I was told I should start doing panels of say my dogs, which I say I've done before. That was what I should. I've done better ones of Mina before. Trying to remember because once you do learn a certain way of doing something, you just keep it simple. Sometimes you can just have it so you don't even have to have the eye showing. There's times where she's got her hair growing in, and just a little make a little shape like a triangle. Little tail. And there we go. And then you can make them sing stuff like where's my treat? There we go. So something really simple like that. One panel. And it's always, you can make just a quick little thing and make it something funny, little bubble. So that would be my Mina. And the thing too about when you're making your own cartoon is making your lettering, and I love doing lettering as well. So I mean, I run the gamut with so many different things that I do. I really do like doing finger painting, but I enjoy doing comics and cartooning as well. And I keep in mind that Charles Schultz never really got popular until he was in his 70s. So who knows? I could keep. I'm going to keep on drawing and doing what I can, and being who I am. Maybe something will hit one of these days, and people go, "Oh yeah, that Kim. She actually was kind of brilliant because she knew blah." I don't know what the blah I said, but it's coming. And anyway, so character. There's also to keep in mind characters and how they interact with each other. Because not only sometimes would you have more than just one character, you may have like if you're doing a novel and you're thinking about making something big, you got to have some kind of interaction in between characters, and you have to kind of decide how you'd like to have that going too. For something simple, that's just good. For something simple as just doing a cartoon, or even something as like big as doing um, like a full-fledged novel, where you're going to be doing a graphic novel and making yourself. I've been working on one that I actually, there's a story that I saw a long time ago, but I loved it. And I've been trying to pen it in forever since I can remember. But I might have to sacrifice it and do something else with it in the meantime. But it's always good to keep in mind when you're doing your drawings to keep it, if they have any certain quirky quirky personality traits that make them, who they are when they interact with other people. And so to keep in mind location. If I have a water cooler, is going to be different than when you're, say, interacting at a baseball game. Like you get to go and do those and anymore, but that's besides the point. Even the water cooler, nobody stands around anymore. And there's where the big problem comes in interaction. Um, there's a lot of things you lose when you start social distancing yourself. Okay, and like even like say when you're meeting up with family, interactions is always something. Oops, intersections, interactions. That can always be an interesting thing to do. You know, and like, I don't have to put interactions because it's already up in there. So you keep in touch with each other. Family situations are always big. Um, on the street, like just passing by, just passing by. Yeah, I'm a little Protestant comment. Sometimes that can be a good thing. Sometimes that can be a bad thing. It's just they start saying something, and it's like, whoop, maybe you shouldn't have said that. Open foot and stick mouth. Um, Open mouth and stick foot. Oh my gosh, my brain today. Oh boy. Okay, so yes, so when you're getting your cartoon going, it's good to keep these things in mind as well. So like where you are, who you're talking with, and what the topic of conversation is too is always important. You can talk about how things kind of be one thing and mean another, that kind of thing. Um, Talking with people for conversation, interaction, just trying to give an example. But there's so many out there. There's so many out there. And I'm sure you get the idea. Anyways. So I keep that in mind when I'm doing stuff with Bella and Mina and all that, because I do have cartoons that I've already started with them, and that is what I'm planning on doing with Bella and Mina. Mina is so easy to draw. Bella, on the other hand, is going to be a little more difficult because she's like I made her one time, and uh, trying to remember. Oh, I use something. Oh, she's not fat anymore. She lost a lot of weight, so she's actually quite thin. She's an old bride. We call her the old bride. I need to make a talk with all of her. Here we go. Change it up. She doesn't have any teeth, so kind of like. And she's usually laying down most of the time now. One legs here, and one legs over here. And she's so cute. She'll say, She's old. Remember that time? I liked your whole nose. Oh, eat. Oh, and she got a tail. Hold on. She's bones over here. A little tail, like kind of like poofy. Yeah, she doesn't move around too much. Being 18 years old, she sits on the floor a lot, and yeah, she's usually in a nice little. I got her a nice little pillow. There's my Bella. That's what she does. There we go. Remember the time I licked your whole nose? Yeah, she did. It was awful. Okay, and of course, Mina's over here. She'd be like, it's over the shoulder shot. Watch, because you do like this. I do this one all the time on my cartoons. Uh, Mina's in the foreground, and you're like looking over her head, and she's like, "Who is she talking to?" Oh my god! Oh, excuse me. Dry all of a sudden. Okay, hilarious though. Who is she talking to? Oh, she's talking to me. Oh, Mina probably doesn't even know that I'd be there either, because Mina's the same age as Bella. They're both a couple old broads, so that's what I call her. They call it. Oh. I don't care if it offends anybody. It doesn't offend them. I call them that all the time. Hillbrows. See? So a simple single panel cartoon can be just something like that. And of course, if you do something like that, like a single panel cartoon, always remember to sign it. The bottom right hand corner. With me. I do the Jupiter symbol because 21, if you look at it, it actually looks like the Jupiter symbol. Anyways, yeah, okay, enough with the cartooning. So I give you like a quick little idea of some of the cartooning that you can do. Keep it simple. Come up with great ideas. And tomorrow, who knows? Tomorrow I'm going to be at the wall, and I'll be showing you some of the art that I do for mural work. Okay. But today is cartoons and having a good time and getting outside. And that's what I'm going to do right now because I got to go. But enjoy your day. I hope you have a good one. And I'm glad that I started early so I can finish early. And hopefully you have a great afternoon. All right. Love you guys. Take care. Hey, what's that behind you?